Since I had to readjust my water cooling pump anyway, I thought it made a lot of sense to upgrade my reservoir as well. The reservoir that I am upgrading to is the Monsoon dual bay reservoir. I still really like using bay reservoirs because I feel like it's a lot more efficient use of the space because I don't have to use the drive bays for DVD drives or DVD burners, and it's usually a little bit more space efficient than having a pump and a reservoir mounted in other ways. There are a handful of accent colors that you can choose for the Monsoon dual bay reservoir, but I went with the red accents, and this would look good in any ROG, Asus, Republic of Gamers style build because their color scheme is more red and black. And you can see top fill ports and entry and exit holes, as well as the Molex power. And this reservoir is compatible with any D5 style pump, so I'm going to be demonstrating how to fit the SwiftTech D5 style pump. Okay. We'll begin by moving the set screws that secure the cap of what Monsoon calls the motor tube. 1.5 millimeter was a little bit too small. 2 millimeter Allen key to remove the set screw is just right. Monsoon also packages some vibration dampeners that I'll be demonstrating how they work to minimize the amount of noise that your pump transmits to your case, which is one of the complaints that is more common regarding bay reservoirs, but the vibration dampener should minimize. So as you can see, the 2.5 millimeter black O-ring is a lot thicker than the 1.5 millimeter red O-ring, and the black O-ring is a safer bet to use with D5 style pumps. I'm not going to gamble, I'm just going to use the black O-ring that Monsoon provides to be used with its pump. Now we are going to put the motor tube over top. Now you should feel the threads engage. Excellent. And the cap. Make room for wires, motor. Now reinstall the set screws. I hope you haven't lost them. Securing the reservoir to your case is rather straightforward. Start with the compression nut. Over top of it, put the silicone rubber cap. And in between your case and the silicone rubber cap, I'm going to put this washer and just screw it down to your drive bay, that is to say, with this screw. Monsoon has also included, for a limited time only, 2 of their silver bullet antimicrobial plugs. Keep in mind though that these are freely included in the Monsoon dual bay reservoir pump for only a limited time. Alright guys, I've got the Monsoon pump installed and the PC is currently in leak testing. And this is really cool. So you have two buttons to control the lighting. The first one is just the brightness of the lighting, and the second one is what color lighting you want. So you've got pretty much any color to match whatever color scheme your PC has. So there are a lot of air bubbles because it is in the early stages of leak testing / getting the air bubbles out. You can see that I did redo the loop order. I wouldn't say so much the loop order, but just the orientation of the tubes slightly. Most of them are now hidden behind this vertically mounted radiator, so it looks a lot less clunky. You do have to be careful when installing the O-ring for your pump into this reservoir, because when I first installed it, I did not make perfect contact between the pump and the O-ring, and even though I used the black, slightly thicker one, there was a small leak. So do be careful when installing your pump into the reservoir. But anyways, guys, that is, oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about. I really don't think it's super necessary to screw your reservoir into your drive bay, because you can see that my reservoir's face is sat very flush with the front of where the drive bays usually go, and I do have some dampening foam preventing the bottom part of the reservoir from rubbing up against the case and vibrating too much. With how tight of a fit the reservoir is against the case, I don't expect to be having very much annoyance with the vibration noises. But I'm going to shut up and you can listen. It's very quiet even with the pump running on max speed. I know a lot of the D5 pumps now have a variable setting option, but I'm very happy with the Monsoon dual bay reservoir that comes in multiple colors, and also coming with the antimicrobial silver bullet plug-in. Only for a limited time though. Only for a limited time. They were very clear to emphasize that in the manual. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Let me show you the red one because I think the red lighting looks